Now let's do a competition to win a hat and a stubby holder. G'day everyone, welcome back. We are going to start seeding today. So George is just over there getting Louis out, and I am going to see if this actually starts. What's our bets that it doesn't? Ooh, I was wrong. It did start. So yeah, we're going to get seeding. We're going to load this up. Dad and Henry are around there. Henry's brewing up, so Dad's helping him with the atrazine. So yeah, we'll get this loaded up, we'll grab some canola out, and we'll get seeding. Alright, so the fert shed is nice and full, as you can see. So the white stuff is urea, and we're going to be going, I've got to check my recos again, but paddock plan. I'm fairly certain we're going 40 kilos a hectare. It's what we do every year. And then this is our Agstar manganese. And this one I do need to check. I can never remember. It's either 75 kilos or 80. I believe it's 80 kilos a hectare is what we do with this stuff. So yeah, this is our phosphorus. So the white stuff you can see in here is the manganese. Now, if you go back to the previous videos from seeding last year, you can't really see the manganese in it because it was coated in intake, and that's just to help with things like rhizoctonia and other diseases in the paddock. But this stuff somehow got missed and didn't get the coating on it. But that's all right, because we'll use all this mostly for canola, and it's better for the intake to be on for your cereals, because that's where you noticed things like rhizo, whereas you don't notice it in canola. So we're gonna load that up, and then we've got two canolas. So we've got, what do we got? Bonito and Renegade. We're gonna go with Renegade first up because it's a longer season. So I'm gonna go grab the forklift and I'll grab that out once George has moved out of there. And just looking at that, we actually need to go and cut all the foam off of the bucket that Henry did just to seal it up. So we'll go and do that first. We almost forgot the most important part. All the doors are still open, so we don't want to load into here and then have it all go on the ground. So we've got to get these doors up. Like I said, we're going to use Renegade first because it's a slightly longer season than Bonito. Now, I do have too much canola on hand. We've got 6 tonne essentially. I only need 3. So what we're going to do is, it's very dry, and our canola germination rate, it does eventually germinate, but it's always been a bit dodgy with this bar. It's one of the reasons why I want to get rid of this bar. So we normally would go 2 kilos a hectare, but this year we're going to go, I think, about 3.5. We've got the seed, and with how dry it is, I just want to get plants in the ground, seeds in the ground, to try and get as best germination that I can possible and get those plant numbers. With going down to 2, it's been such a dry year. It's just, who knows what's going to happen with the rain, and Yeah, so I'm upping my seeding rate. So we're going to 3.5 kilos. Up and left, I'm pretty sure. All the way that way and up. He doesn't know how to put it in reverse.
God, how to put it in reverse.
All the way that way, and then go up.
Just want to go in.
Just let your foot off the clutch slightly. There you go.
Dodgy gearbox is what it is.
Now go backwards. Look at that.
That's how you do it.
Yep. So before we get rolling, we just need to make sure, and they are, that all these ones are closed. And then what we need to make sure is we've got to hop up and, well, best to show you here. So bin 3 can go into bin 4 or bin 2, and bin 1 can go into either 2 or 1. So we just want to make sure that bin 3 is closed off by itself, and that's all good. We don't use these ones for canola. That's your ear, this one here's canola, and that one there's the egg star. This needs to go over that, and you can see that yours isn't square.
What are you doing?
So we need to put them there so that nothing goes into our canola chute. Right, so George has got that sorted out the back. No, you might not be able to see Dad, he's underneath the bin, he's greasing that. You can see on our camera here that he's filling her up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up our VR maps in here. So I don't think I can use it from last year. So I've got to add the VR maps in every time. So last year, where are we? 23. And it'll come up that it's all been covered. I'll see if I can delete coverage. I'm not actually sure if you can or not, but yeah, see, there you go. There's the coverage. So just gonna see if I can actually delete that coverage and just go like that. It'll be a lot easier. If not, I've got my my trusty USB here. No, that one, VRM, vary rate maps, and yeah. Then we'll get back to filling her all up. Be sorted. Alright, so we're on to filling the rear, as you just saw. It takes a while with our stuff, so what I thought I'd do is I'd adjust our shims. So I've got my tines on, and then this will all, that's lifting over there, and then we'll eventually lift here. Just got to charge it up, there we go. So you can see we had no shims in. We're going to put 7 in, so 3, 4, 7. And that's going to be our height for canola. We'll see what that's like. That's what we were last year. And yeah, obviously we're going to dig, make sure it's all right. And yeah, at least we'll get it all set. Alright, so I know I said 7, but we're actually going to do 6. I just looked back at my notes. We were 7 one year and we were 6 the other. And 6 just puts us a tiny bit deeper. Now with the moisture being so dry out there at the moment, being deeper is yeah, not gonna hurt it at all, and we should be still right for that depth. So we'll go at our 6 shims, and 1, 2, yeah, if I can count, and yeah, we'll check our depth as soon as we get seeding and make sure that everything's all good and all right, and yeah, it should be all good. We obviously adjust it as the points get worn, so we'll just keep an eye on it. Alright, so we're all full, and now it is time to calibrate everything. So we're just going to prime the lines first, which just... Oh, that's making a horrible sound. This one is spinning.
That one was... Hey, where's the canola?
It just takes a while. So we can turn off. Canola's primed, you reckon? It's turned off anyway. Alright, those can all go up. So because we don't have scales, we've got to calibrate it. And essentially what we do is we just chuck our buckets under. We tell the computer just to get rolling, and it simulates the speed of 8 k's an hour. And it pulls out all our product. We then weigh it and then put that against the computer, and then it just adjusts its cal factor as we're going. So this will probably take us a little while, especially canola, because we got such a low rate. It takes so long to get enough weight in there to calibrate against. So yeah, we leave the canola to last because it takes too long, and we'll do the other two now. So we're still getting this pulsing thing, not sure why, but we're getting closer on our product. So we're spinning and measuring out. And then if we come up to the phone here, you can see, oh, it's a bit blurry, but we're 5 kilos at the moment, 9 kilos on that one. Don't want to make it too heavy for him carrying it up. There we go. Got to be 11.8 and 6.5. $13.4.
So that is 12.1.
So 12.1. That was meant to be 11.8. Still got to come down on that one. And you are meant to be 6.5. So what are you?
7.8, 6 point. Yeah.
6.5?
6.55.
Alright, that one is done, because that was meant to be, that estimated weight was 6.561 and we got 6.55, so sweet. Okay, so we've got the front and back, so your rear and egg star, they're all calibrated. Now we are onto the canola, and canola, we like to get at least 5 kilos in there to weigh, so we've got something, a decent weight to compare it against and have it weigh. But it takes a while because it goes out at such a low rate. Because this is simulating 3.5 kilos at 8 k's an hour. Alright, so that was meant to be 5.46, came out at 5.65. It's just going to put us back to the same. We'll just go like that, George, chuck them all up. So it gives me on here, if you can see, it's got 0.018 kilograms of revolution, and then the next one is 0.019 kilograms of revolution. That's what we just were, and then it's now just flicking back. Oh my god! It's now just flicking backwards and forwards. We're out by a few hundred grams. We're going to run like that. We won't have the camera going while we're starting up, just because I'm teaching George how to drive the tractor and just reteaching him the bar. So what we're doing now, did you look at all those?
Well, I normally do it from the back anyway.
Oh, okay. So what we're doing now is a seed check. So we're going along and we are making sure that we've got the urea, we've got the ag flow, and then out the back you can see our canola. You guys probably can't, but I can. So we're going to go along, make sure that every single hose has got stuff coming out of. Have you found one? And then once that's good, we're going to do a lap, and then we'll stop. We'll check our seed depth and just see, make sure that it's all, you know, at the right height. Dad, I think Henry, he's just finished helping Henry brew up, so he'll actually be out here and he'll dig behind anyway and let us know. So we're just going to get to doing this, and I'll probably get back to you when we're back out in the cab and yeah, going along. We've completed one lap around. So when we did our seed check, we actually found we had 2 hoses crimped and 1 hole in a hose and another blocked. So we just fixed all those. Now we're just checking our depth. Where I am now, it's all on the surface because it's not deep enough to get in, but that's just the boom spray track, so it's nothing to worry about. Dad had a look already. He said that we're pretty good with depth. There's just a few times that we're a little bit out.
Yeah, so, great. Surprisingly, found a bit of moisture over there.
Moisture?
Who knew?
It's dusty as.
But I think maybe 1 shin deeper.
Let's have a dig.
Tell you what, does that like keep you up at night? How like dry it is?
Yes.
No, like yeah, that's a bit worrying.
It's more company seeding into super dry stuff because then you get the rain on top and then you get dry.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's halfway,
It'll sort of germinate,
Well,
sort of won't.
Yeah, that canola last year, we went into wet ground.
Yeah.
And we had a dry period.
Yeah.
So if you get in and get growing, that's cool. But if you just plant it and then divide it to the ground, that's also cool.
All right. So we're having a bit of a dig, and we are very shallow. So we're I don't know what you'd call it, how deep we are, but what we're going to do is we're just going to knock one shim, take one shim out. So we're going to go a little bit deeper, just so that we're making sure that everything is in the ground. And it's a good height anyway for if it rains for germinating. We obviously don't want to go too long because it doesn't have a long coleoptile and it'll die. So let's go change the shim. Right, George is in the hot seat now. So we're on our 2nd lap around. We only do 2 laps around for this. And so far so good. The nice thing about Bandit is because it's articulated, we're noticing when you're turning, it's able to turn and pull the bar. When you had it would just spin one track, especially with how dry it is at the moment. But from the last video, how I said that we were using nearly 100% horsepower and she was struggling. Because we've now lifted our tines out of the ground, we're now at about 60% horsepower. So the tractor's doing a very good job at pulling the bar along.
Yeah, that there was good.
Yeah, like coming around the corner here, it's going well. So yeah, we're away. Alrighty, so I'm about to jump out now. We've just done a seed check. We had 2 blocked ones. We had a blocked hose over there again. And then here, George has got a blocked boot. So just a bit of rock or dirt sometimes gets in them. And you just got to whack it and get it all out. And then I'll leave George to go by himself and I'll just walk behind and just check the seed depth and yeah, then we'll keep rolling. Now, we do have the stubble issue here. We normally set our canola into barley stubble on an angle. We're not going to do that in this paddock. It's so small. It's only 36 hectares. It's just a pain because it's too small. You're going on the angle, a nightmare. So be interesting to see how it goes. I'll show you when we walk out there. We've got wheat, barley, stubble, both out there. So this is going to be canola. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll just make sure he's all right. He's just going to nudge a little bit just to make sure he's into row sowing. So he's about to get going. Here's not too bad. You can see the stubble's pretty good, but if you look, I don't know whether the camera will show it up. If you look down the line, it sort of all comes together where the wheat and the barley is, but he should be all right. Now, let's do a competition to win a hat and a stubby holder. Guess our finish date. It is the 9th of April at the moment. We are only doing 1 shift. We don't have night shift going. I think last year we finished on the 5th of May. So we'll do this. Guess a date and also a time. Because there's only a select number of dates that you can choose. So, you know, there's only an option of, you know, 5 or 6 or 12 days that we'd finish. So instead of that, so choose a date. So say 5th of May and I don't know, 10 PM is when we'd finish, something like that. Now closest to it without going over will get themselves a hat and a stubby holder. So you can see that stubble balling up there. It's a pain, absolute pain. It'll be interesting, the Seed Master, we're going to go and have a look at that this seeding, seeing how that goes, the new John Deere seeder. See how that goes. It's such a deep, it's still 3 tines, but it's so deep, it should be able to just blow our stubble through, but yeah, we'll just see. Now, trying to find canola, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. If I'm completely honest, it takes me a while to try and find one, but if I can't find it, that's all right. What I'm looking for is how deep we're going, and yeah, it's about how deep we are there. So honestly, I think that's a good depth. We found a seed in our last seed check, and that was at like perfect canola depth, but we've gone just at another shim down, which I think is 1/8 of an inch is how this one's measured, and just purely so that the whole bar was even. You get fluctuation as you go across the bar. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, George, as you can see now, he's nudged. So this is all nicely into row sowed. Over there you got a bit of stuff, but don't look at that. Yeah, no, we're ticking along. He's going, Henry's out there spraying, and I think it'll take George all day to do this 36 hectares just because it's so small. But then he's got 440 to go on out there, so he'll be sorted for tomorrow. Yeah, it looks much better now that he's adjusted his run line. So yeah, we'll leave it with that. I'll walk back to the shed. It's only a couple 100 metres. So yeah, obviously comment below your guess for the hat for when we finish seeding. So the date and the time. So price is right without going over. And only one winner. Now a couple things on seeding. I have changed 2 things. Well, I guess 2 things. One thing is our fan speed. What I've done this year. This bar, I have a lot of difficulty with canola and germination, as you guys saw in last year. I mean, the canola eventually germinates, but it's just a nightmare. So what I've done this year is I've put the Agstar and the urea together, and then put the canola by itself. Now I used to have the Agstar with the canola, but this means I can slow the fan right down. So I think I might be getting like seed bounce or something like that. So that's causing the issue with the canola not germinating. So we'll hopefully that works. And the other thing is we've only got George. I don't have 2 seeder drivers, and the reason for that is it's so dry. I just didn't want to try and do a night shift. I thought it was going to be too hard. With the blocking, it's a bit of an issue. George last year probably only did 3 or 2/3 of his hours on night shift. So we're going to do a long day, 7 to 12 o'clock at night. Dad and I are going to do the first part, and then George will come out for his shift from 10 to 12 to 12 at that night. So that's the plan with seeding. We are all go at the moment. Henry just came in. He's on his 4th tank now, I believe. Yeah, so he's smashing through that paddock. That won't take long. He'll hopefully finish that today actually, which would be nice. And George is on the 2nd piece of the current paddock. He was in the driveway paddock, and he's just ticking along in there. That'll take him a little while. It's small, it's fiddly. Yeah, it's a slow pace. So all I'm going to do is just load up Wally just so it's ready to go. We won't need it till tomorrow. But the shed's open while he's sitting there, so I may as well do it. Now you might wonder again, why do I tip the bucket out like that? It's because we've got the dividers on the front, and you need to tip it out, otherwise there's product sitting on those dividers, and you end up with product spilling everywhere that you don't want. So that's the reason. Right, that's full of both urea and Agstar. So now I'm just going to grab the telehandler, pop on in and grab a bag of Renegade just there, and we'll lift that over the top and open her up. Right, that's all done, loaded, full, ready to go. George won't need that till tomorrow because out there's 36 hectares. He should get, at the very minimum, 100 hectares on what he's got. Henry's sorted, he's out there spraying. So look, I reckon we'll leave the video there. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Have a listen to the Glass Coach podcast. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.